What if something in your home started speaking in your voice? A ghost, not just haunting but mimicking you. That's exactly what terrified the villagers of Tala, a quiet town in the Philippines. What they heard in the woods wasn't human, and worse, it knew their names. Stick around, because the final recording of this ghostly mimic will leave you chilled to the bone. In the sleepy rural town of Tala, surrounded by dense forest and deep silence, locals have whispered for decades about the mimicker. They call it Tagaluto. But this isn't your average ghost tale. This spirit doesn't slam doors or flicker lights. No, it speaks, just like you. The first known report came from a young farmer named Marco, who returned from the fields late one evening. He heard his mother calling him from the woods, a soft, gentle voice. But when he walked into the house, his mother was already inside. She never called him. She never even stepped outside. He froze. Because the voice he heard, it wasn't her. But it sounded exactly like her. And that was just the beginning. Soon, other villagers began reporting the same eerie phenomenon. Voices calling their names from dark corners, echoing in familiar tones. Sometimes it was a sibling, sometimes a child, and sometimes it was their own voice, calling to them. Local folklore claims that this spirit doesn't haunt houses, it haunts identities. It listens, learns, and once it knows your voice, it can lure you wherever it wants. A few even claim the voice tried to lure them into the forest at night, a place where phones lose signal and no one comes back. Paranormal researchers who visited Tala tried to debunk the claims. One team set up sound recorders deep in the forest. For hours, silence, until a voice whispered one of their names, clear as day, except no one else had spoken. And the researcher whose name was whispered, he'd left the site an hour before. The recording, still classified, but one snippet was leaked and played on local radio. Listeners reported nausea, dizziness, and some even claimed to hear their own name whispered back to them. Creepy, right? Experts argue it could be infrasound or a clever mass hallucination. But the people of Tala know better. They say, if you hear your name in the dark, don't answer, not even if it sounds like your mother. So, do you think the Tala ghost is real? Or just a terrifying urban legend designed to keep kids from wandering too far? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've ever heard a voice that shouldn't be there, share your story below. Smash that like button if this gave you chills, subscribe for more spine-tingling mysteries, and hit the bell so you never miss a dark tale. Thanks for watching. Next up, a forest where entire search parties vanish without a trace. Stay curious, stay safe. And remember, not every voice you hear is real.